Hello students, my name is Mary Wamaitanganga. I come from a company called Urban Green Farm. What we do as a company, we help people and guide people on how to come up with a kitchen garden in a small space. We teach them on the importance of having a kitchen garden, and also we give them the advantages of having one. For this course, we will mostly train on how we can help you and guide you to use what you have around your home. Things like tires, we will guide you on how you're going to use it, and the best places that you can locate them in your compound, just to make your compound neat and organized. A kitchen garden is suitable for those people living in the urban areas. We understand that nowadays space has become very scarce, and we can start those people who are in the urban areas, those people who have balconies, and maybe your balcony, you feel like it's enough for you to introduce things like where you can harvest small things like onions. You can have onions and herbs. Instead of buying them in the supermarket, you can use the containers that you have, like yogurt containers. You can use them to plant herbs like mint, rosemary, mostly where people mostly in the urban area go and source them from the supermarket. You can also introduce plants like lettuce and also spinach in your balcony, which is very easily manageable. Yeah, you don't need a lot of water to sustain that kind of a garden. And also, there are people who are also living in the urban areas. They have a small space left in their compound, so they can decide to utilize the whole space, even for commercial purposes, let's say. Because if you introduce the modern gardens like the multi-story and the vertical bags, you can just use a small space to plant, like a small space that can fit like 100 plants on the ground. That same space, you can utilize it by introducing such kind of gardens. When you do that calculation, you can have around 500 plants, which are enough to sustain your family and also to sell to outsiders. Kitchen gardens are also a good way of starting a side hustle, or maybe you want an extra income for yourself. If you feel like you have a space in your compound where you can utilize it to make extra income, I think the kitchen garden is the best way to consider. And you can plant variety of plants like spinach, broccoli, cauliflower, dahlias, that is the coriander. You can consider planting such kind of plants to supply to your neighbors, schools, and also to the supermarkets or hospitals, which can sustain you and relieve you some of your bills. Another reason of having a kitchen garden in your compound, it's because it reduces the cost you incur every day and every month in your household. Because when you have a kitchen garden where you're getting balanced nutrition, you don't need to go out to the market to buy those things. Because for a kitchen garden, you can consider having all kind of vegetables. You can consider to have the roots, things. You can also consider having things like coriander, capsicum in the same compound. And those things sometimes, their cost goes up mostly in the urban areas. So when you have a kitchen garden, you can be able to cut such costs in your home. And also a kitchen garden is a nice way of, like we can call it as a hobby. It can become a hobby. Maybe if you are a work-home person, you can use it as a way of relaxing. You can go in the garden and in the process of maintaining and in the process of coming up with different ideas, innovations. I can say it's a part of like a hobby. And also, I can also say that a kitchen garden also bring a positive vibe in your compound, Like when you look at your compound and you see like you have all kind of vegetables, all those fruits that maybe you have been buying for so many years and you have been incurring so many costs, it's a positive vibe for you as a person. You feel so good.